Welcome to Just Upright. So, I want to make it a little bit lighter today and discuss what are some of the Filipino English terms that we use in the Philippines that do not translate very well to American English, meaning we have our own English terms that Americans do not necessarily understand. So it seems like we created our own world of English, and some of those terms cannot be understood by Americans, but by just the Filipinos, okay? So, number one is rubber shoes. So, I don't know if it changed now, but growing up, we call the tennis shoes in the Philippines rubber shoes. So funny story is that when before I came here, I was asking the agency what's the uniform for physical therapists and are they advising to use rubber shoes? And then she emailed me back and say, I don't know what rubber shoes is, but we use tennis shoes here. So that was a funny one. So rubber shoes, it doesn't translate well here. The term they use for rubber shoes in the Philippines, here it should be tennis shoes. Okay. So, and also if you're preparing for TOEFL, test of English as foreign language, do not use the word rubber shoes because it might be a negative connotation, lower score because they don't understand what rubber shoes is. Okay, so the next one is CR. You know, in the Philippines, we use CR and we ask for people where's the CR, when you go to a specific place that you don't know where is the comfort room is. So CR stands for comfort room. So CR doesn't translate well here in the US. So you have to ask where is the restroom or the bathroom. So when you ask someone where is the CR, they will look at you like you have 10 heads because they don't know what you're talking about. So again, when you're preparing for TOEFL, you're going to answer question in TOEFL. Do not use the word CR because they don't know what you're talking about. So it's like exclusive for Filipinos to understand what do you mean by CR. Okay, and then another one is a aircon. So in the Philippines, turn on the aircon. What is an aircon? So when you say aircon here, they wouldn't understand you. Uh, they use the word AC. So air conditioning is AC. So if you want to, have someone turn on the aircon, you have to say, could you please turn on the AC? I'm hot. So AC is the term that is equivalent to aircon in the Philippines. Okay, so some of the less common ones, but at least you have to be familiar with it so that you don't usually use it and you're not going to be misunderstood. So in the Philippines, we always say plastic bag, the plastic bag. Here, they usually call it grocery bag. Okay, grocery bag. So plastic bag should be called grocery bag. And then we usually say, where's my bag? Where's my bag? And my husband, he's American. So I have to adjust some of my terms. He wouldn't understand which bag, so where's my purse? So he prefers to he knows what it is when I say purse versus when I say bag, because bag can be a grocery bag or luggage bag or whatever. So purse means, my shoulder bag. Okay. And then for now, this will be the last one that I'm going to discuss. Is like when I was in the Philippines and, staff of fast food chain, when you order and they will say, for a while, ma'am, for a while. So For a while means for a long time. So what they're trying to say is, in a few sec, for a sec, or in a few, in a sec. So that simply means that you're gonna attend to whatever need there is in a few seconds, in a few minutes, in a few, or in a sec, not for a while or in a while. Okay, so those are some of the lists right now of the words that I can think of the Filipino English terms that do not translate well to Americans. Okay, so again, to recap, you should not say rubber shoes, you should say tennis shoes. CR will not translate well, you should say restroom or bathroom. AIRCON doesn't translate really well here. They won't understand you. So instead of saying AIRCON, it should be AC. Um, Plastic bag is not very common. We usually use a grocery bag, for them to understand what you want to say. And then instead of saying bag, where's my bag, is my purse. And then do not say for a while, in a while, instead in a few, in a sec. Okay, if you're trying to get something immediately. Okay, so when I think of something else that are funny and words that do not really help you communicate here in the US, I will post more videos of that. For now, thank you for watching and stay blessed.